Picture this. It is a Tuesday afternoon. Your baby is in their Bumbo seat on the kitchen counter while you make dinner. They look happy, they look comfortable, you get 20 minutes of hands-free cooking time, and honestly, it feels like a miracle. I have been in that exact moment. I completely understand why it feels like a win. But here is what I did not know then, and what I want to tell you right now, before another Tuesday passes. That seemingly perfect setup was quietly working against my baby's development in ways I could not see from across the kitchen. And there are three other things most parents do every single day with the same good intentions and the same invisible cost. I'm not here to make you feel guilty. I'm here to give you the information that most parents simply never receive until much later, sometimes years later. So let's go through them together, honestly and practically, one by one. Stop number one, propping your baby in sitting positions before they can sit on their own. Let me paint you a real picture. Sarah is a first-time mother with a 4-month-old. Every morning while she has her coffee, she puts her baby in a Bumbo seat on the kitchen table. Her baby looks alert, engaged, almost grown up. The Instagram photos are adorable. Her pediatric physiotherapist is quietly concerned. Here's why. When you place a baby in a supported sitting position before they have built the core and neck strength to get there independently, you are bypassing the entire developmental sequence that builds that strength. The wobbling, the falling sideways, the struggling to hold their head up, the trying again. That is not a problem to be solved with a foam seat. That is the actual work of motor development happening in real time. Think of it this way. If you wanted to build your arm muscles, you wouldn't strap your arms into a machine that held them in the perfect position. You would struggle against resistance. Your baby's developing body works exactly the same way. The struggle is the exercise. Pediatric physiotherapists and occupational therapists consistently advise that extended use of sitting support devices in the first months reduces the active muscle work babies need to do. The Bumbo is not inherently evil, but it is designed for occasional use, not as a default sitting solution for hours every day. The practical swap? Make the floor your baby's default awake environment, back lying and tummy time on a firm, flat surface. Use a rolled towel under the chest if tummy time is hard, 5 minutes at a time, multiple times throughout the day. It's less Instagram-worthy than a Bumbo on the counter, but it's where the strength that leads to rolling, sitting, crawling, and eventually walking is genuinely and irreversibly built. Stop number two, using screens to settle your baby under 18 months. Here's a real scenario described by a pediatrician. She was doing a developmental check when the 9-month-old baby in front of her started fussing. Without a word, the parent reached into their bag, pulled out a phone, opened a video app, and the baby went immediately still and glassy-eyed. The appointment continued. The baby stared at the screen for 15 unbroken minutes. The doctor quietly noted it. This is happening in millions of homes every single day, and the research on what it costs is no longer a matter of debate. A landmark study published in JAMA Pediatrics tracked over 7,000 children from birth. The finding was stark. Babies who had more screen time at 1 year of age had a significantly higher risk of developmental delays in communication and problem solving at ages 2 and 4. The researchers described it as a dose-response relationship. The more screen time, the greater the delay across multiple developmental areas, not just language, fine motor skills, social skills, problem solving, all of it. Another review found that for every additional 30 minutes of daily handheld device use, the risk of speech delay jumped by 49%. Let that number sit for a moment. 49% for every additional half hour. And the reason is not complicated. Your baby's brain at this age is built for serve and return interaction, for back and forth, for your face reacting to their face, for your voice responding to their sounds. A screen cannot do any of that. It delivers a one-way stream of fast-moving images that the baby's brain cannot yet meaningfully process. Researchers literally call it sensory noise. One study using recording devices in family homes found that when screens were on, toddlers heard 1,100 fewer adult words per day. Not a little less, 1,100 fewer words every single day. Screens were running in the background. The practical swap? When you need a break, which every parent absolutely does, try a baby-safe play space on the floor with textured toys. Try music instead of video. Try putting them in a carrier while you do what you need to do. Reserve screens for genuine emergencies. Your voice, your face, your responses. Those are the most sophisticated developmental tools your baby will ever have access to. No app comes close. Stop number 3. Rushing to entertain your baby every single waking moment. Meet James, father of a 5-month-old. Every time his baby lies quietly on the mat staring at the ceiling, James swoops in, rattles the toy, sings the song, does the funny face. Because quiet baby means bored baby, and bored baby feels like a parenting failure. I know this pattern intimately because I did the exact same thing. But here's what James did not know. What developmental researchers call that ceiling staring moment is not boredom, it's self-directed attention. It's your baby's nervous system integrating the sensory input it just received. It's the neural equivalent of filing and organizing. Interrupting it is like pulling a computer out of an update mid-process. Babies who have regular periods of quiet, non-stimulated awake time develop better self-directed attention, longer play engagement, and stronger early self-regulation skills. These are the foundations of focus, creativity, and the ability to entertain themselves, skills that will serve your child in school and throughout their entire life. The practical swap? When your baby is quietly alert and content, resist. Sit nearby, be present but not performing. Let them look at the light, study their own hands, follow a shadow on the wall. Give them the gift of their own uninterrupted inner experience. It feels uncomfortable for us, it's deeply productive for them. Stop number 4. Rushing to developmental milestone charts like they're hard deadlines. Emma is a mother in a parenting group. Her baby is 5 months old and hasn't rolled yet. She's read that most babies roll by 4 months. She's spent 3 weeks in quiet anxiety, Googling rolling delays, comparing her baby to every other baby in the group, and mentally catastrophizing about what it might mean. Her baby rolled at 5.5 months, perfectly healthy, perfectly normal. 3 weeks of unnecessary suffering. Milestone charts are screening tools. They tell clinicians the range within which 75% or more of babies develop a particular skill. They're not deadlines, they're not finish lines, and the range for most milestones is significantly wider than the single age number printed on the chart. When parents read these charts as deadlines, the anxiety that follows transmits directly to the baby. Research on parent-infant interaction consistently shows that anxious, stressed caregivers produce more unsettled babies. Your worry is not invisible to your child. They feel it in your body tension, your voice tone, your handling. The practical swap? Note the milestones, discuss any genuine concerns with your pediatrician at scheduled checks, and otherwise direct your energy towards the rich daily interactions that actually support development, rather than the comparison that undermines your confidence and your baby's settled environment. You now know 4 things that most parents are doing right now without realizing the cost. None of them make you a bad parent. They make you a normal parent who was never given this information. That changes today. Knowledge changes behavior. Behavior changes outcomes. And the fact that you watched this all the way to the end means you're the kind of parent who's going to do something with what you just learned. Share this with a new parent today. Subscribe for more honest, research-backed parenting guides every week. I'll see you in the next one.